conference in Washington, D.C. Don Schmitt and I, we spoke about the Roswell case, most specifically this time about how the Air Force implemented their cover-up back in 1947 and the methods they used.
It's a case we've been working on now for almost 20 years, and rather skeptical in the initial visits to New Mexico, we quickly became convinced by speaking directly to first-hand witnesses who would handle the material and others who would eventually describe the recovery operation, and then most fantastically, the bodies involved, the bodies recovered. As one of the witnesses said, they sure were from Texas. It's become a complete commitment and a devotion. I think mainly for the fact that we realize it's certainly the biggest story of the millennium. And for that reason alone, how can we not investigate this? How can we not look into this? I think we would feel as though we were dropping the ball. We were forfeiting our efforts towards the truth. If we were just to say, this is as far as we can take it, and there's nothing more to accomplish.
That's true, and the burden is especially burdensome on me because I've been carrying Don for the last 10 years, so
and that's why he looks a lot older for his age. No, we're a good team. We work very well together, and it's not even a case of playing good cop, bad cop. I think it's demonstrated even in our presentation that we even think on the same order regarding the case. We may debate certain aspects. We may discuss, little pieces of the puzzle that are still missing. But it isn't. It's never out of any animosity or any competition. And I think
it's give and take, wrong and right.
Give and take. But I think it speaks very highly of the case and highly of the witnesses we're dealing with, because there's evidence with the new witness to Roswell that when we go where the evidence leads us, we're both going in the same direction. I mean, it's not, well, I think, they really meant this, or I think that this is what really happened here. Again, you let the witnesses speak for themselves, and it's quite clear. They're agreeing with that first announcement by the Army Air Corps. It wasn't the second, it wasn't the third, it wasn't the fourth announcement. It was the first. And that is that they did indeed capture a flying saucer in July.
Our role in all of this is to interview as many witnesses before they pass away as we can. Not every witness knows a lot. In fact, most of them just know a little bit. It's our job to put the little pieces into a puzzle that you can view that makes sense. That's what I see our role.
And that's the investigative methodology. It's no different than a criminal investigation minus a crime. Many of our colleagues told us there would be absolutely no way we can investigate something this old. And that was even 20 years ago. And we clearly have demonstrated, I'd like to also believe that we've broken new ground. We've essentially demonstrated that as long as there are still eyewitnesses to time, though one may eventually be racing with the Undertaker, as we often say we are, as long as there are people available to provide testimony, it's never too late.
To just sum up as to where we are, 20 years ago, Don remembers this, the original investigator for the Roswell case, William Moore, in 1987, wrote a piece in the Albuquerque Journal where he talked about racing the Undertaker, and that was 20 years ago, so you can figure where we are today.